I'm Izzy Jones, and I'm here today with PalTV to ask local residents and students what they think about the impact of students on local housing.
Recent research by Platinate discovered that more than 42% of houses on the Durham housing market cost over £140 per week. It also found that, this academic year, many student houses have been advertised for significantly higher prices than last year. Students have described to Platinate how it feels like landlords are taking advantage of the increasing student numbers to raise their prices, and how living in college is also incredibly expensive, and is therefore not a viable option for many students. A single college bedroom with shared bathroom currently costs £7,724 per year.
Our year last year, we started university in the middle of COVID, so it's really hard to meet people and really compatible people to be housemates.
A lot of the colleges have put a lot of students in accommodation that's not necessarily close to where they are supposed to be in their colleges. So I think it's quite sad for them because they don't feel like they're a part of the community, or it's more difficult for them to get integrated.
Are you worried about kind of how competitive it's going to be in terms of finding a house? Do you think that's going to exacerbate the pressure to find a house early?
Yes, I think it definitely adds to the pressure.
I mean, it's already pretty busy and the house prices are going to keep rising, and if there's going to be more students than that, it's going to be even more competitive.
We spoke to a local landlord who told us the following about the Durham housing market.
I know prior to about 3 years ago, on average it was between 1 to 3% increase each year in terms of just general inflation. This year is a lot different to that.
Is this the largest increase you've seen?
Yes, by far.
Do you think the increase in prices is a lot more than what the properties are actually worth?
Yeah, people want to be in the centre of town and they're willing to pay for it. We're getting inquiries for properties for next year, and estate agents are coming to us asking, when are properties coming on the market? When can we get the keys to go and show our new tenants around for next year?
Are there any first years, or is it mainly second and third years that have been inquiring?
Mainly first years coming in. And again, from my point of view, and from a human being point of view, I think it's wrong. I think that that's where universities maybe should come in and step in and say, viewings are not allowed to take place until after Christmas.
So, do you think this increase in prices is specific to Durham?
I think it's an increase on an elite scale, and that goes with kind of the type of student that comes to these universities. So if you have, I'm not sure, 20% of students who money is no issue for them, that is always going to have a knock-on effect to the people who need to think about money.
So, do you think it's almost creating an elitist problem within the university?
Completely, yeah. Definitely an elitist problem.
Is there any relationship or communication between the landlords and the university?
No. Any communication we would have would be regarding a student's health or welfare concerns.
I mean, was there anything warning landlords about more people coming in?
No. We found these figures out through our own resources.
We contacted the university for comment regarding the concerns raised by the landlord we interviewed. They responded, saying they had nothing to add to this.
We contacted the student union's welfare representative for a comment, and here is what he said.
Students should take time when looking for a house. It's a complex decision, so it's wise to be patient. Students should consider the location, costs, potential housemates, landlord and contract carefully. I urge students to look at the SU's Advice Centre, which provides useful information for students, including an area guide concerning affordable housing. My predecessor's Take Time to Decide guide gives students a detailed rundown of their tenancy rights, as well as factors to consider when signing.
I think it's fair to say students are feeling very overwhelmed. With the pressure to decide mounting almost after Freshers' Week has begun, students are feeling scared about what their prospects are for housing in Durham. With the additional influx of students this year from COVID, as well as the 4 or 6 new colleges planned by 2027 from the university, students are scared about what the prospects are for the future.